Yes, we are back on. It's really exciting when we, come on and talk about the Nigerian fake pastors, aka the men of dogs, and how they continue to exploit their gullible sheep. Well, before I go into details of this discussion, I would like to read a very popular quote by Malcolm X. I believe most of us know the name Malcolm X. Okay, he said, "You have to be very careful introducing the truth to the black man who has never previously heard the truth about himself before. The black brother is so brainwashed that he may reject the truth when he first hears it. You have to drop a little bit on him at a time and wait to let that sink in before advancing to the next step." I will take that again. You have to be very careful introducing the truth to the black man who has never previously before heard the truth about himself. The black brother is so brainwashed that he may reject the truth when he first hears it. You have to drop a little bit on him at a time and wait to let that sink in before advancing to the next step. That's a very wonderful quote by the popular figure Malcolm X. We are still on this topic, the Nigerian dogs of men. Have you noticed how they are all over all over their pulpits, their cursed pulpits, telling people about tithing? And some gullible morons out there are telling us that they are not hearing. Who told you they are not hearing? When last did Daddy Gio come on the altar and talk about tithing? When last did Oyedepo climb his altar and talked about tithing? Recently, Pastor Ade Farasin just joined them, and that was, in fact, that was the most ukimized topic or preaching I've ever heard about tithing. He was talking about the universe and how God created the different human species, and how does that even relate to tithing? He was also trying to apply what I popularly call the fear factor. I have been overwhelmed by calls from different countries. Up to today, I received calls, in fact, an hour ago or less, from Cameroon. And they told me that Johnson Suleiman also comes to Cameroon, that there is an Igbo enclave or community in Cameroon where he has visited twice this year. And whenever they come, they apply the fear factor on them and they try to get them to sow dangerous seeds. Sow seeds. If they wanted seed, why don't you give them corn? Give them melon seed, or give them okra seeds. We have witnessed in the last 1 month or thereabout a reawakening of our people. I'm so excited about that. Really, I'm so excited. Don't let anybody deceive you that the message is not hitting hard. All those social media miscreants that comes online to blackmail you and tell you shut up, or you're an atheist, you're an unbeliever, and you should go to the Muslim community and condemn the gospel. My friend, how does that make sense? If I cannot go to a Muslim community or to a mosque as an atheist to condemn their religion, then why don't your private jet flying pastors fly to North Korea or Saudi Arabia to preach the gospel there, where the charge was actually laid on him to take the gospel to all nations and to preach to all creatures? You think you are wise, you think you are smart. The idea of these issues that we are talking about is, I still repeat, it's not to actually make a fool of anybody. No, we are not doing that. I mean, all of us speaking out against these things. I, for one, I didn't start speaking against these things because Daddy Free spoke out. Those watching me now, those on my friends list on Facebook, you can attest to that. I did not start speaking today because Daddy Free spoke out. My posts, my condemnation of these dogs of men have been constant in the last 4 years. If you think I'm lying, go down my timeline and check for yourselves. A sister called me from Russia. Her father is a pastor here in Benin City, and she was sponsored to Europe. First of all, it is sad to talk about that story, but I will tell you, I will share with you. Although I told her I will be coming online at 8 p.m. and that she should join the program and maybe express herself through the phone so that you can hear from the horse's mouth. Her father sent her to Russia, and in the course of her hustle, you know what I mean, respect to all our women, she fell in love with a guy who actually showed her love and told her that she was too beautiful being that game, that hustle. And eventually this girl succumbed to the love advances of this white man, and she married him. When they got married, the father was very, very mad. He did not support the marriage. This is a pastor I'm talking about. He did not support the marriage. He did not, in fact, he was so bitter. All because the money that was coming back home automatically cut off. How about the brother that called me and told me how he was sending money home to the mother to develop his land at Erotubu here in Benin, and the mother was taking this money straight to the pastor, a pastor that just started in their area, who got privy to some of the informations about her son abroad, and he was using that to mentally brainwash and siphon the money that this young man was sending from Europe to develop his land. And you're out there and you think we don't know what we are saying. Have you been a victim of these men, of dogs? If you have been, it is always right, it is always morally, socially, and everything right to come on air and speak out so that people can hear, people can learn from your stories. My brother just shared a post on Facebook, although I have seen it before. Says, pastor dies during sex romp with a 19-year-old. These are the things that we are talking about. These are the moral decadence that these men of dogs have brought upon our society. These are the rottenness, the decadence, the decay they have sowed in our lives. And we dare keep quiet because we are afraid of one liar that said he wants to place a divine curse on anybody that stops tithing. You had better wake up. The era of fear, like I always say, is over. It's over. We cannot continue to address it nicely I keep saying it. The major factor, the major hurricanes, the major tornadoes that have held Nigeria hostage are not only the politicians. Pastors are even worse. When a politician comes to your church and sows 10 million naira, how will you challenge him tomorrow that he is the reason that death trap on that road is killing people? How will you speak out to that man? Tunde Bakare said that judgment should begin with them. He mentioned himself inclusive. He said, lock us up. Because if we genuinely seek change, if we genuinely seek transformation, if we genuinely seek transfiguration in Nigeria, the best place to begin is in the church. Read your Bible. Judgment must begin from the church. Shut up when you tell me not to judge. That is stupid to say don't judge these people. Don't judge them. They have advanced their mechanism of exploiting our brethren and sisters. They have advanced into what I call advanced system of extortion. And you say we should not speak out. Somebody just said Suleiman right now is in Frankfurt, Germany. Yes. He has to take his please, the line is not open yet, okay, the line is not open yet. Callers are beginning to call in. I understand that a lot of people are angry, a lot of people are paranoid, a lot of people are sick and tired of these dogs of men. Okay, I'll open the line shortly. But what I want us to understand here is that Pastor Joseph Suleiman right now is in Frankfurt, Germany. Doing what? Extorting the Gullible members as usual. Starting to raise his seats from 1,000 euros. And you come out and you go and pay, thinking that will better your life. My dear, why don't you send that money home so that they get a land for you? Send that money home so that your mother, your father can start something that is profitable to your life. The richest men on earth, the likes of Warren Buffett, they don't have private jets. I like his statement. He said anybody that tells you that he needs a private jet to perform better, to do his ministration better, is a liar. Even the Pope that sits on top 1.2 billion Catholics world over does not fly a private jet. Some gullible followers on Facebook glorifying the fact that a particular department of Love World Ministry. Okay, we are back on. They say coming to let this video. Yes, some gullible sheeps. They are celebrating that despite our condemnation of tithing, despite our outburst on tithing, that a particular section of Love World Ministry, the department that trains and assists gospel artists, came together to buy their pastor, the hair frying billionaire, a private jet. Good. I join you to clap. I clap for your insanity, your mental slavery. Do you know why? Because you are so brainwashed to the point that you don't even understand how these people operate. Okay, fine. You are saying that a group of artists, when you list the artists, they were not more than 20. And so they were able to cough out a jet, a Gulfstream jet that values between $35 to $50 million. To Pastor Chris, I clap for you. Now do the mathematics. How many albums have these so-called artists sold since they started ministry? How much have they raised for themselves? So much so that they will now combine effort and say, let's buy our hair frying pastor, the one that could not tame his home, the one that could not control his home front, a private jet. You see how sometimes, forgive me to say this, you see, I have respect for most people, but I lack intellectual respect for a lot of religious people, because I see that in other aspects they display brilliance, they display intelligence, but when it comes to religion they become extremely stupid and foolish. That 20 or less people came together, artists, singers, gospel singers, as if when they sell their albums they raise up to $2 million per album, which I know and you know that they don't. Secular music sells more in Nigeria more than gospel music. Don't doubt it. You know these things, because even you Christians, you spend more on Davido's music, Wizkid music, Nato C. You spend more on their music than you do on the music of the so-called gospel artist who you said come together. My friend, keep quiet. Pastor have made so much money from his gullible ships like you. Do not for once think that, sorry, like I said, the line is not open yet, okay? The line is not open yet. Please hold on. What do you mean? How gullible can one be that you believe that some group of artists came together and say, Papa, go and check some of their parents at home. They did not buy their parents a Mercedes or even a Keke or an Okada, and they have money to combine together and say, Pastor. How do they do these things? They have to be a front cover. And why is it that it is very rare to hear them say that they bought this jet themselves? Yes. Think about it. Why is it so rare to hear that these pastors actually bought this jet themselves? They keep coming under the cover of it was a gift, it was a birthday gift, it was a ministerial gift, a pastoral gift, a matrimonial gift. Nonsense. And when they cruise on those jets, they will not take it to North Korea, they will not take it to Saudi Arabia, to Afghanistan, Yemen, Pakistan, Uzbekistan. They won't take it there. They take it to where? The places where they shop at Harrods, buy expensive suits, shoes. Europe, America. They don't go to Asia. They don't go to the Middle East. Why? Is the gospel not meant to be preached to all nations anymore? Men of dogs. We are moving to an era of ideological revolution. A sister called me from Canada. You know, when I say they call me, if you like, doubt it. The 4 videos that I did, the numbers went viral. They're on YouTube. Go there and watch them. They keep calling my phone. And the sister said, we are waiting for him in Canada. He still hasn't come. Talking about Joseph Suleiman, the Agbakman, the braggadocio, who knows how to brag very well, who knows how to belittle people. I think he's in Frankfurt, Germany now. He will have to scream harder and employ new tactics, because all of the brethren that have called me the most actually called from Germany. Yes, Germany is leading in terms of the international calls that I have received on this issue since we began. And they have told me categorically, it is not going to be easy to, just get everybody to be fully aware at once and stop. But it is a process. It's a process. Using the Robert Mugabe story. It's a process. Nothing lasts forever. Okay? They've reigned supreme for long. They've held you captive for years. They've exploited you for centuries. But one day, which is now, the change has begun, and it is better we all key into it. You can believe in whatever gods you want to believe in. That is your choice. But what I am telling you is that stop being gullible. Stop being a tool in the hands of these men of darks. Stop letting them exploit you on the altar of criminality, on the altar of immorality. And let me shock you further. Do you know that I actually spoke with the younger brother to Stefano Tobo's boyfriend? The revelations are mind-blowing. These men make money so much that when they are in Nigeria here, they protect themselves all around. They've got senior advocate of Nigeria, they've got judges in their pockets, in their payroll, they've got the police in their payroll, the army, all the armed forces in their payrolls. So that when they want to put mail on you, when they want to pounce on you, it's easy for them. Here in Nigeria, the Malaysian buggers, as they call them, they are seriously waiting for him. They are waiting. They have vowed to disgrace this man. You take money from people that you know what they do. You know what they do. Look at in Italy, for example. No disrespect to all of you watching from Italy. No disrespect, especially my sisters from Italy. No disrespect to all of you. But I have to say this. In the black community of these countries, using Italy as a case study now, these men don't go to the white parishes to preach. The white man will not cough out his euros and give to you. They know this fact. They will not. Where do they go? They go to the black people, the black brethren. These are especially the oh my goodness, especially the ones that are, in fact, that are hopeless, that they've spent years in Europe and they've not been able to achieve anything much for themselves, though some have really tried. And these are the people that they prey on. When I mean prey on, I don't mean the prey that you know, the P-R-A-Y. No, I mean the P-R-E-Y. They are pronounced the same, but we know the different meanings. They prey on these people. Sister was telling me when Josie Suleiman, hold on please, hold on. The line is still not active. Please, for now. Okay? Sister was telling me that when Josie Suleiman came to Italy, Bologna, if I got that, Bologna, Italy, he made an altar call for 1,000 euros. And he told them categorically, I don't want promises, I want cash. Haba. Oga, you work money for their pocket, make them wait for you. You follow their sweater for their pocket. And why do we so much believe that they tell you that grace have covered them and that they don't do hard labor to eat? Okay, when they tell you that their grace is sufficient for them, that they have unmerited divine favor, let me ask you that pays them this money. If the grace of unmerited favor is upon them, why do they need your money? Why don't that grace bring divine downfall? Remember, in the Bible, things actually fell from heaven. Oh, manna fell from heaven. Ask them to provide currencies from heaven. Ask them to use that unmerited favor to command dollars, euros, nairas to fall from heaven for them. Ask them. Don't be afraid of these men anymore. Am I doing it under fear? No. Don't be afraid. They tell you that the grace provides for them, whereas you, the gullible sheep, you are their grace. Your money, their divine favor. Your sweat, their divine labor. And above all, your gullibility, your senselessness, their daily scriptures. They read you, they read the congregation, they feel the atmosphere, they know what to inject into their message, and your head begins to burst. Those are the agents I'm talking about. They know I'm using my phone. Don't worry. I have arrangement to solve all this. They know I'm using my phone to make this video, and they will choose to call the phone. You see them? Permit me. Don't worry. I know how to deal with such numbers. So yes, I'm back home. Please, for those that are watching, I know I can see already that I have so many people watching that have my personal phone number. That is my direct phone number, not the one I prepared for this purpose, not this one. My personal phone number, the one that I'm using now to get access to the internet on this phone. Please don't call that one for now. If you want to call, let me just type in the comment section the number to call. Okay, the number to call is, okay, the number to call is 0812 863 6593. And please, let me say this: when you call, please move away. Excuse me, the line is still not open yet. So many calls are beginning to come in. I can't wait to actually give them the opportunity to air in their own views. Okay, please, when you call, move away from your browsing device a little. Okay, you can as well go back and maybe watch the video again, so that it becomes clearer, so that people can hear you very, very audibly. Please, the line is still not open. I'm asking you to be patient a little. Let me first of all tell my people, my listeners, something they need to hear. They tell you, like I was saying, that the divine grace is upon them, the anointing to make wealth. I saw a poster by one schmuck. It said the power to make wealth. My goodness. Oh, so dear pastor, you know the power to make wealth, and the only way to express that power to make wealth is actually to suck on gullible people. Can't you see how stupid you are with your power to make wealth? Instead of you to organize seminars and workshops on job creation, on wealth creation, on waste recycling, on animal farming, fishery, information technology, ICT, cakes, soap making, snacks, weave on, makeup and whatever, ashwebi and the rest, the only way you choose to sell your wealth, power to make wealth, is inside the church, and you ask people to come and sow seed to receive the power to make wealth. How do people receive the power to make wealth? By sowing seeds into your life or into your ministry. You are very stupid. And I pity for those who will see this kind of a message and will still go back and become gullible. Gullibility is not your portion. I don't know if I just said a prayer, but I said a wish. I wish it is no longer your portion. A brother posted on Facebook today, was it yesterday, and said that we are condemning tithing in favor of our NGOs. You see, when I read this kind of key messages on their timeline, it makes me laugh. Oh, condemning tithing in favor of our NGOs. What gullibility have? A popular slave woman that later bought her freedom wrote, popular quote, I freed, yes, her name is Harriet Tubman, I remember, Harriet Tubman, and if I'm wrong with the name, please correct me on the comment section. Harriet Tubman, she said, I freed 1,000 slaves, but I could have freed 1,000 more if only they realized that they were slaves. What a powerful message. What a powerful message. You sit in your shop Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday you give all the proceeds of the profit to one man who flies first class if he doesn't have a private jet all over the world, who arms himself with a PA or secretary that he regularly sleeps with and gets pregnant and make her do abortions. If the story of Reverend Kings did not come out, will these gullible morons ever realize that these men of dogs are into such brutality, such criminality? Would you ever realize? Those saying that we should let God judge, I keep asking you, if we should let God judge, why do we have judges in our courtrooms sentencing people to death by hanging, by firing squad, life imprisonment, 25 years in prison? Who are those people? The earlier you realize that you leave the supernatural as you believe away from the things of the earth, that is the key to your gullibility. That is what they use to unlock your senses and penetrate your mindset. The supernatural. They use it so much that when I see these things, I marvel. The atrocities that these men of dogs commit, and any no commit reach half. Because you may think that that one was an armed robber. Oga, you are a microphone robber. Yes. When you grab your microphone on Sunday and you are preaching stupid messages, instilling fear into your congregants, you are a microphone robber. Oh, I don't shoot people like Anani did. I know you don't. But when you give a man olive oil and make him believe that if he anoints his faulty car, his car with bad brake pads, bad caliper, that he will make it to that journey, eventually he died in an accident, the blood is on you. So don't say you did not kill. So many gullible people have died in your hands and in the messages you teach in your filthy altars. We are going to stop them, whether you believe it or not. We may die in the course of doing this. We may be assassinated in the course of doing this. Our life might be cut short in the course of doing this. But let me tell you, you cannot kill the ideology. Same way you cannot kill Biafra. An ideology lives in the mind of the people. It's not a physical thing you can see. Another fool based in Europe said that all of them speaking out raise bears like Muslims. That they are Muslims in disguise. Are these things not funny? Don't they make you marvel at the gullibility of our people? The most touching call I have received is the one from a Deeper Life member, former Deeper Life member, a man who said that were it not for the condemnation of his church by his church doctrines on blood transfusion, his wife and triplet would still be alive. Can you imagine? You found a church, lay up stupid doctrines, pile them up, forbid blood transfusion for a woman that needs blood immediately. But the church forbids blood transfusion. She was helpless and she died. Lost her babies. Sometimes I just want to weep for the gullibility of our people. I am telling you right now that the Adeboye, Pastor Chris, Adefarasin, Michael Konkwo, name them, Justice Suleiman and all of them. These are men of dogs, not men of God, as you think. They prey on your ignorance. And when they do it, you know what? I want to imagine how they relax and begin to get messages from their private bankers and telling them what they've done. Okay. I think this caller wants to really talk to us. He's been, I don't know, he or she now, been calling. We already have about 21 missed calls already. So I would, the line is open now, okay? The line is open. The number to still call remains, pardon, it's a new line. I yet to memorize it. 0812 863 6593. Okay, the number to call. All right, let's begin to take your opinions, your experiences, your findings, and whatever you got to say about these men of dogs. Okay, hello. Hello? 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 Please, can you speak out a little? Hello? We lost that caller. Like I told you, please, if somebody calls in and you try once and they use the line is busy, please do not try repeatedly. Okay, so hello. 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 Hello.
Yeah, how are you? How are you doing? I just want to contribute to this your program.
Okay. Go on, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm coming from Dublin. Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you are doing, my brother.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, and I appreciate you for calling in to share your own experience. Please go on and
yeah,
okay.
I never in my life anyway, so better. So I always but she saw what is happening now. She changed. I watch your program now, and the other guy in England as well. So now that is my church. You are now my church.
What is your church name, please? Let's know the name of the church. You people should begin to speak out their names. Don't be afraid of these people. What is the name of the church? Same Adeboye.
Adeboye comes here every day to rob people's money.
He comes to Dublin to rob people's money.
To rob people's money every time. He comes to Dublin every time.
Okay.
It's the same Adeboye. Everybody knows. It's not like this. Even people that is even in a refugee camp, they will save money and give to him. There was a guy that gave him 8,000 euros. 8,000 euros.
A guy gave him 8,000 euros.
8,000 euros.
You can imagine.
He gave it to him. His pastor, the guy's pastor in Dublin was angry with the guy.
Wow.
Give him 8,000 euros. That's the same Adeboye. It's not supposed to, what I have. I'm not supposed to collect such money from that boy. He's a small boy.
You can imagine.
Thank you, my brother. I just want to contribute.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. Continue your job.
Thank you. We'll keep speaking now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Pastor Suleiman cannot do you anything. Pastor Suleiman cannot. He's not a God. No one is a God. We are all human beings.
Exactly.
Let them know they said to God. They are dogs. The way you said. You said
men of dogs. That is what we call them. Thank you very much for calling.
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, that caller just called in from Dublin, and he said the one they popularly called that the Geo Adeboye comes even to as far as the refugee camps. I don't know, the refugee camps in Europe, that he still prey on the people there. He made them sow seed even in refugee camps, and he forgot that these people that left and found themselves. Oh, okay. Another caller. Wow, we lost that one because of the multiple calls that are jamming in at the same time. So like I was saying, please, when you call in and it is busy, exercise patience, wait a couple of minutes, then try back. When you jam this phone with SS calls, we lost all. Okay. Hello. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, it's Charles calling from Sweden.
Okay, you're calling from Sweden.
Yes.
Okay, what have you got to tell us, sir?
Good evening. Yes, these fake pastors, not only in their place, over Africa.
Yes.
Even in my own country, Cameroon. We have this. Cameroon.
Okay.
I am a Cameroonian.
You are in Cameroon. Were you the one that called me a while ago?
I am the one that called you a while ago.
Okay, you are the same brother that called me a while ago.
Yes, I called you before your program.
Repeat what you told me when you called me. Our people are hearing us. All over the world they are hearing us. Repeat it again. Thank you.
Yes, when I called you, in fact, you know, today is my first time I watched your video and I was so impressed. And by then you made me to understand that by 8 o'clock you will be live online.
Thank you, sir.
Because really I had so many things to share with you even first before the world gets in. In fact, really it's a joy for me. Let God bless you for us to expose these fake pastors.
We need to expose them. We need to expose them.
Yes.
Ways of
I am calling.
Okay, go on.
Really, I am calling from Sweden. My name is Beno Charles Abang. I don't hide my identity. I am a Cameroonian.
Okay.
I've been in Nigeria. I went to school St. Charles Onitsha, and you know, now I'm in Sweden.
Okay.
These people, these fake people, so-called pastors, and they give their names. They give title to themselves.
Okay.
Title that they don't belong to. And especially in Nigeria, the worst pastor that God is waiting for him. That one, I don't put Apostle or Pastor Suleiman. He is Suleiman. I don't know where people comes with this name, pastor or this or that. Someone that calls himself a pastor, when he sits down, people bow to him.
Okay.
Automatically, he is God. And what a preacher! Very arrogant, very rude to people.
That is what I said about
they
him.
collect
Very
people's
rude and arrogant
money.
to people. Yes.
Very rude and arrogant. I always watch at that man and I laugh. Last time he came to Cameroon, can you imagine? I had my neighbor, one girl. That girl, one of her legs is condemned up to today. That I'm telling you.
Are you serious?
A woman from Bamenda died when they went to Yaoundé.
Wow.
They go around collecting money from people. These people, they are not different from witch doctors.
Of course.
So-called churches now is they have modified the system of witch doctors. My brother, in those days, and there was of it, people, what baffled me is that their followers, let me tell you the truth, the so-called followers don't even put inside the Bible. That is the worst part of it.
Yes.
They don't even understand the Bible, and
Okay.
they don't want to read the Bible because, you know, they are like, I don't know, they are brainwashed. I follow so many interviews about this issue of tithe.
Okay.
Done by Daddy Freeze.
Okay.
And you know, when they interview people, what do you think about tithe? No. It's very normal to give 10% of your tithe. But I was like angry with the journalist. You could have asked them, please, you saying that maybe you heard it from your pastor, can you back it? When in the Bible says that after you walk, take 10% and you go and give your pastor.
Okay.
My brother, let me tell the world something. I want people to know this. Make the followers of this pastor to understand it. In Suleiman Church, sorry to put that word pastor, it's not a pastor. Suleiman Church, Suleiman has about, let me say, 10,000 followers. And when he wants to prophesy, he will touch one or two people. I want to ask this to his followers. All those 10,000 followers that they go to church every Sunday, they don't have problems. Because even me talking to you, I have problems.
Everybody has problems, yes. Yes.
Then there are some particular people that they pick up. And who are those fools? I call them fools. Because churches nowadays are like you go to the hospital. Before you see the doctor, you give your complaint. And then what next? You give your complaint.
Yeah.
It's critical.
Okay.
When now the pastor, they go and meet their pastor, so person wearing so dresses, look at his problem. I want one pastor to stand up and touch all members in his church and tell them their problem. Let them do that. This is an assignment I'm giving to the pastor.
Okay.
My brother, number two, not to cut you time. There is one boy, when I watch his clip all the time now with flavor, I shed tears. This little blind boy from Liberia, I want to give this an assignment to all the pastors,
Okay.
both in my country, Cameroon, and in Nigeria.
Okay.
When this little guy called for Flavor, the musician in Nigeria.
Yes.
And you see that little boy with too much of talent is blind.
Okay.
Which pastor, these people, the people that are blind, all the rest, which pastor have gone for that child that has that kind of talent to make him see? This is a challenge. I want one of those pastors in Nigeria or all over the world to make that child to see, because I so love that child, that young man. They should stop deceiving people.
Wow.
They should stop deceiving people, my brother. Me talking to you, I left when I came to Europe here, this is 5 years today. You know what pastor in Cameroon, one big pastor went to my house. My wife is not even in my house today, we have divorced. He started prophecy. From prophecy, sleeping with her. I will marry you. That God said to me and you will get married. And that pastor is married. There are things that we forget. You are talking just about money. So about money. My brother, do you know how many married people these people have destroyed their home? How many girls they have destroyed their homes?
Wow. Wow. You seem to know a lot about these men of dogs.
That very so-called Suleiman, what he did to that young girl in Canada, the worst of it is people were even saying bad things about the girl, something that is real, fact.
It's very factual.
You telling that
There is
girl
no two ways about it.
The wife in your own church, you have members that cannot eat 3 times a day. You have members that afford school fees for the children. My brother, earlier, we Africans wake up, it will be better. Not only in Nigeria. In Cameroon, what young guys today do, I don't know where they go and get their power. All the time they travel to Nigeria. That is where they go and take their power. Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa.
Wow.
And we continue calling their names. What they are doing, they go to Nigeria, we want to go and take power of healing, miracle. The word is thinking now is miracle.
Wow.
Churches, what they have to do is to teach people how to, for them to know the Bible, how to read and understand the Bible. And you know now it's the opposite. Church now is miracle. People go for miracle. My brother, let me know which your time, because really you have so many callers. I will call you again and we'll really talk.
Thank you.
I support you, my brother. You people should keep on because people are dying. How many people have this so-called pastor killed? How many of them?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let me give chance to other people to talk. And
I really appreciate you, my brother from Sweden. I really appreciate you, my Cameroonian brother from Sweden. I really appreciate you. You see, what our brother from Sweden just said is really heart-rendering. It's really touching. I mean, just look at. Wow. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Please, your name and where you calling from?
This is Davidson from Facebook friends.
Stevenson.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Stevenson.
Nothing Davidson, one of your Facebook friends.
Please say that name again.
Nothing Davidson, one of your Facebook friends.
Oh, okay, Lawson Davidson. Oh, I know the name.
Okay, I got you, sir.
Thank you so much. Please, what do you have to tell us about these men of dogs?
I think you are doing a very, very tremendous job.
Thank you so
and
much.
I want to encourage you to keep it up, because I said evil lies because good men refuse to fight when they need to.
Yes.
That is why evil has to tarry and linger for so long. And I think your points so far are very, very clear.
Okay.
And what you should know is that religion is an ideology as well, and it has been passed from the minds of men to their children, and from them to generation to generation.
Of course.
So it will be very, very hard for you to tell somebody that what you have believed for a long time shouldn't be believed anymore.
It is not easy. The brainwashing is very deep. Very deep.
Strong. It is strong. Yeah. So what we need to do, I think we need to apply some objectivity and patience. You understand?
Okay.
Objective in bringing up the point, tackling it point for point, part for part, and the objective. I will need to, I think the area where I'm not too strong or where I'm not too straight with you is I think we need to minimize the level of derogatories we use.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. I really buy into your advice, sir. Thank you. It's a lovely advice. I really buy into it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, please.
Thank you.
Just patient, understand?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
With videos like this, I posted in the comment section that with videos like this, you can appeal to people more, because what people hear when they see your face, they see you expressing it in love. It is better in that way than when they read it. You understand?
Thank you very much.
I'm more moved by this video than the write-up most of the time.
Okay. I really so much appreciate your lovely advice, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Okay, all right. My brother Lawrence Davidson has just advised that it is not easy to immediately remove people from such mental slavery that they have been in for a very long time. You know, when a man or a woman, a boy, a girl, a youth, have worn these shackles of slavery and chains of incarceration for too long, they begin to see it as a beautiful jewelry. That is what he just said. And he also advised that I cut down on my use of derogatory statements or abuses on this gullible sheep. Well, sometimes you get so angry with the level of stupidity, the level of ignorance, and sometimes it's just no better way to debate a stupid person. You can only appeal to their senses, but you can never appeal to their reason, because they always have a reason to remain ignorant or gullible. Anyway, back to the topic. We are still addressing the men of dogs and the tactics, their scams, the approaches, and their different methods of exploiting our gullible people. These gullible people, who are they? They are your friends, my brothers, my sisters. Another caller, please. Hello. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Hello. Oh, we lost that caller. The calls are jamming in their droves. I don't know if they watched the video and they listened to where I said, if a caller is on the phone and you call in and is busy, please exercise some few minutes of patience and call back later. That way we don't jam the lines with too much calls. I cannot provide another phone for the immediate now, otherwise we would have more phones to receive calls. All we need to just do is to hear people's experience. You see, in cases like this, people don't actually just come out to talk. They always look for that one leader, that one person that will spearhead these kinds of scenarios, and they key into it. That has always been the Nigerian factor too. Yes, we all know that. They wait for that time when this one person will come out and take the lead. Well, I am available as a channel to air out these complaints, these victimized people of these men of dogs, And again, I'll quickly read this quote again. The quote is somehow very beautiful, and it responds well to my brother that just called me, Brother Lawrence. Okay, we have this caller now. Hello? 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 See, like I just said, hello? 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 We lost that. Okay, please be patient while the phone is on the call. Exercise some patience before you call back. Okay, that way, look at just in the few minutes. I don't know if you can see the missed calls. They are jamming in their tens, and they are pouring in. Okay, I don't know if you can actually see this, but the calls are overwhelming. They are really overwhelming. Okay, they are overwhelming. I just want you to understand that when you call and it's busy, please hold on a bit. All right. So I'll quickly take this quote by Malcolm X. He said, "You have to be very careful introducing the truth to the black man who has never previously heard the truth about himself before. Your black brother is so brainwashed that he may reject the truth when he first hears it. You have to drop a little bit on him at a time and wait to let that sink in before advancing to the next step." Okay, we take this call now. Oh, multiple calls. All the same, the message has been passed, and we have taken some calls to at least get the views. Hello.